Joining us now is Senator Marsha Blackburn from the great state of Tennessee. Welcome, Senator. You know, the chief of police was opposed to this so-called crime bill. Really not a crime bill. The bill itself may be a crime, but it's like a get-out-of-jail bill. The mayor vetoed it, and yet the district council overrode the mayor, which is why Congress gets involved. Where are we with this bill? Is it ever going to see the light of day?
Well, we have no doubt that the D.C. Council will probably try something again. But because of the good work of Senator Haggerty, my colleague from Tennessee, we did have the resolution of disapproval. We have passed it. The president is not going to veto it. It is appropriate for us to override it if there were a try to veto it. But you know, Trey, what we know is that this administration is anti the rule of law, and that has spread across the country. But the people are beginning to speak up and to push back because they're tired of this disrespect for law enforcement. They're tired of villains being made to be law enforcement being made to be villains. They're tired of criminals being made to be heroes. What they want to see is respect for the rule of law. They want to feel safe in their communities. They definitely are tired of two tiers of justice, and they're fed up with some of these councils and city governments like Chicago, like New York, that have tried to make illegal activity legal.
Speaking of two different justice systems, I think Merrick Garland was before your Judiciary Committee recently, yes, and you asked him whether or not there are two different justice systems for so-called protesters. What prompted you to want to have that conversation with the Attorney General?
The Attorney General comes to us for appropriate oversight, and to have him under oath and to ask him about this two tiers of justice, how they're continuing to exercise two different types of investigation, two tiers of justice. When you look at the fact that there are one set of rules for conservatives, for pro-lifers, for parents, for most people in America, and the elite have another. And we had a bombing, a firebombing of a pregnancy center here in Nashville, which of course is there for health care for women, diapers for babies, formula, and a group, Jane's Revenge, took credit for it. Then you had some individuals, that pro-lifers, that were praying and singing across the street from an abortion clinic, and they're being prosecuted. And it was quite novel that the Attorney General decided he would answer the question of why the prosecutions for one and not the other, that it was easier to find people that were protesting during the day and to go after them, and it was very difficult to find people that were committing their crimes at night or that were going about on the internet posting things. And I told him we would be more than happy to help him find this group and to find them through their social media accounts, Trey, because they're very active. But my team and I are working on that, and we're going to help them bring some of these protesters, people that have committed crimes, committed felony offenses, that are out here going after churches and pregnancy centers, and bring them to justice.
Yeah, I got a suggestion for the Attorney General. Get headlights for your cop cars or get a flashlight. You can actually find bad people at night, too. Senator Marsha Blackburn from the great state of Tennessee, thank you for joining us.